Hello everyone, and welcome back to EasyFix Appliance Repair Podcast. I'm Gino here with you again. Been doing appliances over a decade now, and I would like to share this another audio podcast with you and giving you three sounds you should never ignore from your appliances. Okay, so let's get into it quickly. It will be another short video. And so let's start with the first one. And the first one is if you hear your washer or dryer making any loud grinding or screeching sounds, you should definitely stop it because something is going on there. And the more you let it go that way, and I know people tend to, I just need my load of drying to finish, or I need my clothes, whatever. So I get it, and a lot of people do push it beyond with the noise, and that can cause more harm. So I'm speaking specifically as an appliance repair technician, and so from that perspective, immediately stop it, okay? Because you can cause more trouble to the bearing, to the belt, to the motor, and even the worst case, if there is some kind of scratchy noise, sometimes it can cause even a leak in the washer. And we all know that can be a huge disaster. So if you have all those, it's better to call a technician or try to find yourself, if you can, what's the issue. And if you let it go, it will just means you will spend more later. So the earlier you stop it, the more you save. Okay, so the second one, somewhat common, it's if you hear a clicking or ticking from your fridge and the temperature is not as cold as it should be. And that usually means that there is an issue with the compressor. Also less common, could be some clicking from the control board, but that's less common. It depends on the brand and the model. But more generally speaking, it's more common to the compressor, and that's the compressor relay. It gets overheated, and then it opens, and then it cools down, and as it cools down, it closes, and then it starts getting power, and because the compressor is bad, it overheats, and eventually there will be another click. And so those clicking mean you have a problem with the compressor, and in those cases, it's ideal you turn the fridge off as soon as possible. Okay, unplug it. If you have in the control the option to turn it off, it is ideal to turn it off as fast as possible to avoid some other problems. And so call a technician as soon as possible for that case. And the last one, the third point, is if you hear any noises from your oven or stove, some kind of rattling noises, okay? And those are usually, and especially it can be potentially a little bit dangerous in the gas units. Because if you have a rattling sounds, and it can be from the convection fan or one of the fans inside, that means that maybe the bearing is getting bad. And when we are talking about gas appliances especially, because if there is a flowing gas and some metals are moving but they are a little bit loose and they can cause a spark, we all know what kind of problem we can face, another disaster. So we don't want that. So anytime you hear some noises, some kind of rattling noises, it's better to stop the unit and really call for a technician, okay? Because that can cause much bigger problems. And yeah, that is basically it. If anybody have any questions about any of those, feel free to leave any comments and we'll be happy to answer those to you. So far that's all for today. Thank you for listening to me, and thank you for listening to your appliances, and you can start saving money. And so we are servicing appliances in Vancouver and the surrounding cities, and like I mentioned, we service all brands and models. So if you need any help, you can even just give us a call to ask any questions. Feel free to do so at 778-723-2456, or you can get in touch with us online at easyfixrepair.ca. Thank you, and I'll talk to you next time.